the Gem
Yes.
Museum on YouTube.
Correct. So once again, thank you very much for joining us. Today we're going to share about star gems, the
Star
Twinkle of
Gems.
Star Gems. Right, so we all grew up with the song Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and today we're going to see how stars look like on gemstones. Okay. Now, but before that, let me just introduce ourselves to you. If you're new to us, my name is Huiying and
My
he
name is
is
Kunming.
Kunming. So we are the co-founders of the Gem Museum. We have Gem A, FGA is fellowship or gemological association. Yeah, and this is just a diploma in gemology that we went through. Okay, and as for our presenter today, his name is Andrew. Later he will introduce himself more to you. Okay, I will not take his limelight. Yeah. So who are we? We're actually part of the 5 Gems group, and we have the gem testing lab where we have advanced gem testing equipment as well. And so we use this gem testing equipment to test for the identity of gemstones,
Yeah.
and the treatment, or or if there's any whether it's synthetic and so on and so forth. And on top of that, we not only test for identity, but we also test for the quality.
Yep.
Or rather, we check the quality and we do evaluation as well, appraisals and so on and so forth. And of course, we have the Far East Gem Institute. In fact, the Gem Museum is an initiative under the Far East Gem Institute. And we run different courses. We have the gemstone course, and our very popular course is the jade course, jadeite course, because our founder, our trainer, Mr. Tay Kunming, which is his father, he's one of the renowned gemologists in the world to run jade courses. So he has gone to all over the world, Australia, New Zealand,
We just
even in
finished the jade
Paris.
course
Yeah, we
last.
just finished the jade course yesterday actually. Yeah, and even to Paris to give talks on jade, to share about his research projects and things like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, jade is one of our very popular course. Of course, we have the diamond grader course, like this one. You see the picture, certified diamond grader program. We invite trainers and teachers and their gemstones from Belgium, okay, HRD Antwerp. So we collaborate with them to run this internationally recognized certified diamond grader course to locals, to Singaporeans.
Yeah.
Over
We're
here.
having some courses next week, right? Gem course. We are doing a gem course next week.
Yes,
Yeah.
gem course, but that is for the corporate companies.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, so next up,
We have Far East Gems and Jewelry. This is my one of my companies. So we protect heritage. We help people to carry on their legacies with gemstones, their estate, and is there anything that we need to repair or recreate, refurbish? This is something that we do a lot. And yeah, we also create gemstone engagement rings through the TK Bespoke, the King's Bespoke for the Queen. So yeah, if you need any special customization, please let me know. And on top of that, we also do supply companies in Singapore, jewelers, designers, Instagram designers with gemstones. So recently, the trend of gemstones has been very popular due to its uniqueness and beauty. So yeah, that's what we do.
yes, okay.
And last but not least,
The Gem Museum. The Gem Museum was established in 2015.
yes.
Yeah, so it's been about almost 5.5 years already. Time
So
flies
fast.
just like that, And of course, we want to bring education to the public.
Yep.
And the reason why we can do this webinar, not just talk with PowerPoint slides, but also to use our Zoom box to show all the different samples, live like this, is because, with this whole group of different companies, things that we do, we actually have a lot of resources. And then we set up the Gem Museum to actually share these resources, the knowledge of these resources with the public. So that's what we do, and our vision is to really bridge the gap between, to be an international platform to bridge the gap between the gems and jewelry industry and the rest of the world. So thank you for joining us once again. Without further ado, I shall pass this time to Andrew.
All right, thank you, Kunming and Huiying. So let me share my screen first. All right. Is it shared? still see my, wait, hang on a bit. I can still see my, well, anyways, so thank you everyone for attending in our last zooming into gem. We really took the whole initiative during our circuit breaker. Where we all stay at home, have nothing to do but to study about gems. So why not we do something like this to bring out to the public where everyone can enjoy the information through their computer. So yeah, Kunming said, yeah, it's kind of weird talking to the computer without any interaction. So we just have to get used to it. So, and again, thank you very much for attending our last webinar. And for those who attend here, those who attended the past, for the past 3 months, million thank you for supporting us, for supporting our webinars. Without you guys, it's just impossible, right? And today we're going to talk about Twinkle of Star Gems. As some of you know, star gems are quite popular in the market. So before that introduction, yeah, myself, as you guys may know who I am, my name is Andrew, the curator of the Gem Museum. I graduated from GIA as a graduate gemologist. So basically, Kunming, Huiying, and myself are all certified gemologists. And gemology is a very interesting course. Many things to look at. It's just an eye opener. I'm sure Gaurav, one of the gemologists, will agree with that. And so let's, the topic for today is star, right? Star, we grew up singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Stars. We grew up looking at the stars in the sky. And when you talk about stars, the first thing you think about is the twinkle dots in our night sky, correct? And the stars actually are very important. I mean, the stars above, because before the birth of technology and electricity, stars used to guide sailors to through the rough seas, right? They guide them home. And stargazing is one of the most popular pastime back then because there was no electricity. The sky was just pitch black. The stars are so visible, right? And the stargazing led to the birth of horoscope, where they create patterns through the stars, and it's just amazing, right? So when we thought of holding the star from the sky, Mother Nature gave us stars in gems, right? So this is the topic what we are going to talk about today. So what is a star? Basically, a star is a special optical effect of phenomenal gemstones. Phenomenal gemstones that can be, there's total 8 phenomenons in gemstone. They can be color change, it can be play of color, it can be cat's eye. Star is one of them. And star is, in gemology, is known as asterism, right? Asterism that display a star-like look when interacted with light, just like the stars in the sky. Okay, so asterism also can be known as, there's another definition of asterism in astronomy. So try not to get confused because both of them, they use the same term, but in different field. Asterism in astronomy refers to the patterns of a group of stars, like what you see in the picture right here, that forms patterns. So when you see, yeah, it's just basically that, right? Whereas for asterism in gemology, it refers to the star in gems that usually display rays. So a few intersecting rays, usually it will have 6 rays, but occasionally they will have 4 and rarely 12 rays as well. So these rays, if there's only 1 ray, we would know it as cat's eye, right? And for star, there's 3 different rays that intersect with each other. So that creates the asterism in gemstones. And for 4 rays, there will be 2 rays, and 12 rays, they will have 6 different bands that comes together. And you can see here, I'm not going to talk about a lot about the history of the star gems, because there are so many historic star sapphires out there. Yeah, mostly star sapphires. So here is one of them. The Star of Asia is 330 carats. It's among one of the biggest and highest quality star sapphire there is. You can see the vivid coloration, the distinct star. There's many other stars like Star of India, Star of Bombay, the Black Star of Queensland, and the largest of them all, the Star of Adam, weighing at 1400 carats. It is, I think, around the size of like this. I think the size of a tennis ball. And yeah, it's just so many star sapphires out there. But apart from sapphires, asterism can found in a variety of gemstones as well, such as quartz, moonstone, diopside, and even garnet that contains star in them. But star, they are more famously known in corundums. Why? Because ruby and sapphires, they are one of the most valuable gemstones in the world. So to have a star in the corundums is just, although it's a whole different ball game, but they are still ruby and sapphire. It just add to the existing value to the corundums. So star quartz, mostly they form in rose quartz, right? The pink color variety of quartz. And they have the internal structure of them, contains microscopic fibers that gives the pink color. And on top of that, basically all star, they caused by the same thing, which I'm gonna explain later. And rose quartz, it can be huge. The star can be very vivid and very huge as well, like what you see here on the left picture. Whereas the moonstone on the right is usually have this 4-ray band, almost like a cross. And yeah, the moonstone, they doesn't have a very distinct cat's eye like star compared to the rose quartz or any other gemstones. So when we talk about the formation of asterism, they are pretty straightforward, I would say, because generally star in gemstones, they are caused by inclusions. Inclusions such as rutile needle is among the most common, what we know as silk in most star gems. They grow in microscopic size, and they will have this parallel growth. All of them, they are oriented in a 60-degree angle. Other known causes are hematite and magnetite in different gemstones as well. But all of them, they have the same size, they have the same orientation, depending on what stone. Some stone, 4-ray stones, they will have maybe 90 degrees. Some they will have 120 degrees in different gemstones. But the most obvious rutile needles we can see with the microscope are the corundums. Again, corundums, where you can see in this picture, they're just huge traffic of rutile needles going left and right. It's just two directions in 60-degree angles that creates the star. And one thing in common with these inclusions is they are highly reflective. They are a type of metal. Rutile needle is a titanium. Hematite and magnetite is an iron. So they are naturally very reflective and very good in reflecting to give the star its look, right? And adding to the rutile needles, it can combine with another set of ilmenite and hematite inclusions to create the 12-ray stars. And 12-ray stars sometimes can be seen in sapphires. And when both sets are present in the sapphire, they can create this 12-ray star because both of them, they oriented in different direction, like what you see in this graph. The blue bands, the blue arrows refers to the rutile. It will usually grow towards the crystal face, the 6th crystal face of this hexagon. And whereas the ilmenite and hematite rutile needles, it will grow along facing the edge of the crystal. So these two, if present, it's really rare to find a 12-ray star needless to say, a vivid 12-ray star. And most likely you'll just find a 6-ray star in sapphires. So if you find one, you are very fortunate to see. And I think Huiying will have a sample of the 12-ray star, right? Huiying, I hope she does, because I want to see it myself. So, and how do this inclusion grow, right? They will usually form along the crystal growth structure of the crystal. Like what you see, the hexagon, because most of the stones, they have this hexagon crystal growth structures, like the sapphires, quartz, right? And they will grow according perpendicular to the c-axis of the host gem. C-axis refers to the length that runs across from the base to the tip of the crystal. All of the crystal system, they have a c-axis, except for the cubic system, right? And as you can see, this graph illustrates a perfect example of how the c-axis and the hexagon growth, even inclusion growth, that can be displayed here. So the c-axis is the red dot, right? It runs from the tip to the base of the crystal. And usually the inclusion will grow perpendicular to the C. And the cutters will actually have to determine if the crystal is not well formed. When it's tumbled, the cutter have to really look for the C-axis of the crystal in order to make a star, if any. If they have star inclusions, rutile inclusions, they will really have to find the C-axis to cut, also perpendicular to the C-axis to display the star. And what you see here is on the top right, the picture is a hexagon growth structure, growth zoning in sapphires. You can call it a color zoning as well. This is where the inclusions will lie according to the planes, right? So judging a star is also quite general, right? There are only a few aspects that you have to take note of. Basically, the first one is the star. When it comes to star gem, the star is the most important among all of them, right? So when it comes to judging the star, you just have to evaluate the quality of the star. So factors such as its sharpness, its position, its uniformity, and maybe additional inclusions that might affect the star as well. So sharpness refers to as how distinct the star is. You do not want to be blurry. You do not want to be hazy. You want it to be a thin, fine line across the stone. And position, you want it to be right on top of the stone, right on top of the cabochon. Take this picture, for example. If you look at the top right, 1 o'clock, this stone, okay, the top right stone, you can obviously see the light source placing right in the middle of the stone, on top of the stone. And the star is not far away from the stone. Among these 5 stones is, I would say, the best positioned star, because when you can see the stone on the right, the star, it has quite a distance from the light source, right? So this is a fairly poor position of the star. Of course, the cutter might play a part in it, and it's just how the way it is. And uniformity refers to how equal the bands are. So like I mentioned, there are 3 bands that intersects into a star, into a 6-ray. So you want the rays to go from the top to the base of the stone, from the top to the base. So you want all of it to do the same thing. You do not want to be cut off right in the middle to form like a handicapped star or whatever. And additional inclusions, it rarely have inclusions in star gems, because most of them, they are opaque, especially for sapphires and ruby. Not as much for the rose quartz, they can be transparent to translucent. For corundums, they are mostly opaque, where you don't really see inclusions. But if there is inclusions right on top of the stone, that would certainly affect the star. But it can be easily got rid of by more polishing. Of course, there will be weight loss and thus the lower in value as well. So the next thing that you have to come in mind is the cut of the stone. So this one, it does not have anything to do with the star. It has everything to do with the gemstone itself. So it refers to the overall shape of the gemstone, whether it is in good proportion or whether it's in symmetrical shape, right? You want it to be round. And before that, star gems are always cut in cabochons. Cabochon, the dome shape gems, dome shape. I would say, yeah, a dome shape. Yeah. So you want it. Sometimes it can be cut round, and most of the time you can see it cuts in oval, right? This photo right here, it does not look like round. It does not look like oval. It's almost like half round, half oval. You know, this is not what you want, right? It does not pleases the eye. If someone who has OCD, they will certainly cut the top part off and make it into a round shape or make it into another patterns, right? Yeah, that's basically it. You want it to be round with good proportion. And lastly is the color. Color, it affects more on corundums. It refers to the attractiveness of the stone's body color. Corundums, they have vivid colorations like blue and red, like what you see in transparent stone. People love vivid colorations. And the color doesn't really apply to rose quartz again, because rose quartz, they have pretty consistent coloration. Most rose quartz you see are pink, and it doesn't really range that far from as what you can see in the corundums, which they can be from gray to blue to many other different colors to black even. So the more vivid the color, the higher value it is. So as a comparison, you can see, sorry, Kunming, we actually use our own products. So the ones on the left, it shows a very bright blue, almost like a cornflower blue, with what I would say is quite a broad star. It's not as fine that I would like. So, but the color is there, and the proportion is very round as well. So if you compare to the ones on the right, it's too gray. It's very dull. It does not attract my attention. I'm not sure about you, but the star is there. The cut is there. So the color is the one that plays the part in these two for this case. So apart from 6-ray stars, there are a few unusual star gems as well. I mean star, not gems. Okay, first of all, like I mentioned before, the 4-ray star is one of the unique asterism that can be found only in few gemstones such as diopsides and garnets. And the one on the left is a star garnet. You can see a very fine, thin star, and the coloration is deep purple. Funny, the star in this garnet almost look like the X in the X-Men, right? It's very thin. It's very nice, very good asterism. Whereas on the right is a diopside, and diopside, on the other hand, the star usually not very good quality, I would say. Usually it will be wavy, it will be blurry. Like this one here is like a crooked X. So, and the color is almost always the same as well. They can be brownish yellow like this. The next is also I did mention about the 12-ray star. It happens to when two sets of inclusions, the rutile and the hematite inclusions to combine into a 12-ray star. So, and it only can be found in sapphires as well. And next is the multi-star. So how can you imagine a stone that can have multi-star, right? So meaning it can have one or more stars, separate stars from the same light position. So both star or the rest of the star, they can be either in the same color or dual color as well. So like what you see in this picture is a very good example of the multi-star. Quartz and rose quartz, they usually have multi-stars. Why? Because their nature is quite transparent to translucent, right? And for that matter, they would usually cut in spheres. So once the light hits the surface, it will show a star, obviously. So when the light goes through the stone, it reflects off the base and reflecting to the other side of the surface, thus creating a separate star from the same light source. So you can see the light source. I'm not sure whether you can see my cursor. So if you look at the white stone, you can see the light source almost in the middle of the stone, and you can see the original star at the bottom of the quartz. So the star on top of the stone is the reflection that creates another star on the same surface of the stone. So that cannot be said to the sapphire because, like I mentioned, sapphires and rubies, they are often opaque. So no light can go through. So this is most probably, they have the sets of inclusion, they have the same orientation that reflects the same light source back. So it creates two stars or even more. So when I say dual color, they can be different colors. Usually they will have the body color of the gem, and another color will be a whitish, yellowish kind of color. So that dual color often happens in synthetic rubies and sapphires, where they have good transparency and very vivid star. So it's very seldom to find dual color multi-star in corundums as well. And last but not least is the diasterism. So diasterism is actually the subcategory of asterism. You don't hear this a lot, okay, in the markets, because many people will just call it asterism or star to be simple. And all the stars we see previously is known as epiasterism, where the light is reflected off the surface to create the star. Whereas diasterism is when it involves transmitting of light through the stone. Through the stone, only then you can see the star. Like what this person is holding a quartz, is pointing at the sun, and you can see the star beaming through the sun. So it's a very uncommon feature as well. I study gemology. I haven't seen one for myself. And yeah, it only happened in quartz, in rock crystal quartz, in rose quartz. Yeah. So in the end, star is a very fine example of nature's wonder, right? How would you imagine like holding a star on your hand, or even wearing a star on your finger, right? Nature just has so many surprises, because to make star, it involves aspects and elements such as the chemical composition, the right chemical to create the stone, the inclusions, and the inclusions have to be oriented correctly to reflect the light to make it into a star. And most importantly, the sunlight. Okay, the sunlight, all of them come together to create this magical star. And I remember while I was working in the museum, I used to have a lot of collectors come visiting the museum. And as I mentioned, they're collectors. Sometimes they will wear some of their collection as well. And I remember this guy. I didn't get his name, unfortunately. He left quite quick. So he was wearing two huge star, sapphire, and ruby on his one hand. That means one on his ring finger and one in his middle finger. They are quite huge, almost the size of a grape. Two star conundrum. I can imagine how hard would he close his hand. I mean, I don't think he can even close his hand because two star gems are just on his finger. It's just I'm just never seen that before. Just brandishing the star gemstones like nobody's business, right? So that is all for my slide. Really enjoyed sharing information to you, and I hope that you enjoy listening as well. Like I hope you get some additional knowledge about gemstones throughout this whole 3 months. And yeah, I'll get back to pass it back to Kunming and Huiying to show off some gems, magical stars, right?
Wow, magical stars.
Magical stones. Oh, stars.
Okay, star or stone, either way. Okay. Just a second. Okay, while Kunming prepare the Zoom box as usual, let me just let everyone know what's coming up next. Today is our last Zooming into Gem webinar, so next week we have no more webinar. Hope you will miss us. And yeah, interact with us, you know, on our Facebook, interact with us on our social media, like for example, we have our YouTube channel and also Instagram. So just send us a private message or just, you know, comment on the photos that we put up. Alright, so we will try and reply you and let there be interaction. I think as a museum, we really want to have that interactive fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what's coming up next? Of course, we have from the Gem Institute, we have the Fundamentals of Gemstone, and this course is conducted online. Okay, it's 230 Sing dollars. It will be in October. You can register via our Eventbrite webpage. Okay, fareastgeminstitute.eventbrite.com. All right, and I think there's no seat limit lah, since we are online, right? So, and if you are international, you can also join us for this course. It's just that you will not get our Singapore government's funding or grant. Yeah, thank you. Thanks to our government. This is our Singaporean privilege. Okay, and of course, we are going to have our school holidays coming up soon in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
Right, 2 weeks' time. Next week is the last week of our school term. And we have our Junior Rockstar once again from the 7th to the 10th September, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have the 5th day is a special
day.
edition.
The fourth day.
Fifth day is a special edition. Oh, on the 4th day, 5th session. 5th session is the special edition. Okay, so for this one, we actually have 4 sessions. As I mentioned before, topic A, B, C, D, and we have a special edition, okay? So the special edition is just additional $50 only. I recently realized, you know, because school holidays, and we realized that, wow, you know, holiday camps can be very, very expensive. So you can, how much is our fees?
$126.
$126,
For
including
4
registration fee, right?
Yeah.
And it includes a special pack.
Yes.
Of Gems Rock Mineral, which you can, and we're going to have like interactive time on Zoom as well. So this is the sign up link, Junior Rockstar, 2 R's, juniorrockstar.eventbrite.sg. So we look forward to seeing your kids and yourself too. All right.
Do we have a photo of the treasure box?
Not here. I
Okay.
didn't put it up.
So,
But we have the photo of the treasure box in the Eventbrite page itself.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's time for our Zoom box. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the Q&A. Thank you, Gura, if you have a question. Later we'll answer your question, okay? And for those of you, if you're watching on Facebook, please feel free to also put in your questions in the comment section.
Yes.
Okay, we will try and answer your questions. Alright? Now, Kunming, over to you.
Okay, so let's share the...
No, I'm sharing from here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it sharing?
Not yet. Yes, now it's sharing.
Okay. So you can see I am showing you a few stones today. We just do a short, brief introduction. Some rubies here, and some sapphires of different colors. Today I want to show you, first thing is about the ruby. One of the very interesting star rubies that we have from Myanmar is actually the red star ruby. A lot of times when you shine on the star ruby, the star is white in color. So Now I'm going to turn off my zoom box because let me just push it away so that we adjust it. So the
you're
first
gonna
one,
show them the quality, right? How to look at
yeah.
the
So
quality of
the
some
first one you
stars.
can see, this is I think it's a 74 carat star ruby from India. Yeah,
74.
it's big. Okay.
So 74.
It's a really nice size, very big
Wow.
size, with a nice, pretty okay. I wouldn't say a very high dome, average dome. So when you look at star sapphires, you can look at the dome.
Can we pause for a while?
Yeah.
Switch off the top light.
Oh, okay. Angel, can you help me to off the? Oh.
Okay, so because of the too many lights around.
Yeah, so anyway, first we are looking at the quality. So the quality of this is a medium dome. Then you have something that is a higher dome, which is something like this. Actually, yeah, you can see slightly more. So the dome actually affects the quality of the star. Let's show you one that is a very slight dome,
Flat dome.
very flat. Whoa. So when you have a flat dome, the star becomes really flat.
Did you open this light?
Yeah. Okay, so
Not showing the star yet, right?
can you give me the light? So it's a flat dome. That star will be very flat. Okay, you can see that can't really see the star so well.
You hold the star.
Yeah. Okay. Decrease.
Star is
see.
not so sharp.
You see that the star isn't so sharp because it's not focused enough.
Yeah,
Whereas
and
when
it's
you look
flat.
at this,
It's flat. It's quite flat.
there's a dome, the star emerges. Okay, so back to looking at the star ruby, you see the star, the 6-ray star, is white in color. I want to show you the star that has a bit of a red, which is from Myanmar. This one is reddish in color. You can see that it's more red. Yeah, that's right. See that star is reddish in color as compared to
Side by side.
this. This is very obvious. Okay, maybe put side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the color. Okay, maybe this is a bit more pinkish on the screen. This one you can see is exactly like the
Normal
color
star.
of the light. Alright, so this is from Myanmar,
Which part of Myanmar?
Mogok. Alright, so this is
There's a name to the place where you find this stone, is it?
Spider Hill.
It's called
But
Spider Hill.
I'm not sure if this stone is from Spider Hill. Alright, so this is one of the things. I want to show you a star ruby from. This is the other one. This is from Sri Lanka. You can see very clear stone, totally crystalline. Whoa, my dog is. Can you see that? Oh, very nice. This star very nice. See that?
Oh, to pull your light a bit further.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
very nice,
Very
sharp,
clear,
quite translucent
very
also.
translucent, almost transparent.
Yeah.
Actually.
Just the color is not red enough.
So in terms of shape, yeah, this one is a little like I would say egg shape. Yeah. So in terms of setting it, setting won't be so easy. And normally stars, they are pretty thick. Let me see how can I show to them. See the back of the stone. It's
not polished.
Sometimes, like what Gaurav say, synthetic stones tend to be very flat, but natural stones they leave the skin of the rough behind. They leave the shape of it because, well, it saves the weight, and the deeper the stone, it makes it also intensify. It deepen the color.
Yeah.
Of the of the stone. Yeah.
Yeah, so just to answer Gaurav, he says we study that having an unpolished base can be an indication of natural star gem for weight retention and polished base for synthetic. How common is it to encounter the same in actual trade? So it is indeed very common. So if you see most of our stones, the base are all unpolished. They are all natural star gems. Okay, and then if it is synthetic, they will polish off the base because the synthetic material doesn't grow the same way as the natural. So what happens is that if you don't polish off the base, it's pretty obvious that it is not a natural origin as well.
Yeah.
On top of that, right, synthetic materials, the star, the band of light actually goes from one end to the other end. Okay, usually there is no breakage because it's almost near to perfect. Okay, and of course there's another type of treatment which is diffused star sapphire or star rubies. Those are natural materials, natural natural sapphire and ruby materials, but diffused with titanium to induce the star effect. Okay, so those are the diffused materials, which we will not be showing you today because we have quite a few other stones that we want to show you. So we're just going to show you all the natural stones today.
Yeah, and most of the time, star stones, they are usually unheated because when you hit a star ruby or you hit a star stone, it melts the inclusions, which are the needles, and it removes the star.
Is this the red star?
This is another red star.
Oh.
You can see.
Yeah. So you actually can see the difference. This is a red star, but the star is not as sharp.
Yep.
And obvious as the other one.
Yep.
Maybe you pull your a bit further. Yeah. So
it's not
so
pinkish,
sharp.
Yeah. So of course we want a very sharp star, as sharp as possible. Like just now, I showed you the pink sapphire. Let me show you another one. This is a light. This is pretty sharp. This is a Burmese stone. It's a light pink, but in the trade people tend to call this a star ruby. It's almost opaque.
Actually, you can switch on.
Yeah. Okay.
It is a lower quality in many aspects.
Yeah.
The star is not so sharp, and then it's quite opaque.
But the shape is nice. Let me
just the shape.
turn on the light, see whether it will affect. Oh man, okay. So you can see the total.
Yeah, so you saw the star for this stone, right?
Yep.
It's not so sharp. Color is not quite there.
Yeah. Today I'm showing you like commercial quality stones.
Yeah.
Yes.
With inclusions.
But the shape of the stone is pretty good. It's a nice oval. You can see.
Yeah. Do you think that sometimes they cut these stones and they not compromise, they what do you call that? Because the quality is not so good, so they try and make the cut better. You think it works this way?
Yeah. And
so
then,
it looks nice, because you see the oval is not so off shape. I think when the material is very good, they try and save the weight as much as they can. And they want to make sure that the star is not compromised when they cut it so-called perfect. Whereas materials like this, because the quality is not so good to begin with, right, I think it lose a little bit of weight, is okay. So, I always tell my students, I say, I lose weight can, gemstone lose weight better not,
So this is a star that the cutter didn't really position it well because it's right at the bottom.
Yeah.
So this does affect the value when you look at it.
I mean, if you set it,
you have to
if you
adjust
put your finger here, and you set it, it will not look so nice.
Only you can see the star.
Yeah.
Not anybody else, because it's really at an angle. You look at that. So one thing also for the cutter to cut it, he has to arrange it in such a way that it will be in the center. But this is not in the center. Alright, I want to show you another stone. Okay, this is not a star sapphire, this is a star diopside. You can see it's 4-ray star, like what Andrew said. And you realize the star is like it's like not straight. Well, one of the reasons why, because it's very flat. See?
And the dome is not
There's
even.
no dome. The dome is not even too.
Yeah, when it's not even, the star will be lopsided as well.
See the lopsidedness?
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, grading of a star sapphire, not many people have really talked about it.
Mm.
And yeah, so the dome, evenness of the dome and how high the dome is, it does really play a huge part in the quality of the star. So you
Yeah,
see.
and just to add on, the angle of the star largely depends on the chemical structure of the material itself. So, for example, the star garnet that Andrew showed just now, it is 70 and 110 degrees to each other. Okay, so it really depends on the structure itself.
Yep.
So if you see a rough garnet, right, the rhombus shape is also at about the same angle, 70 and 110, over the straight line like this, 70, 110. Okay, so the star also shows that way, and same with the corundum. Corundum has got the structure where it is in the trigonal crystal system, but most of the time the cross section is actually like a hexagonal shape. So when it's a hexagonal shape, the inclusions that is lining up, there are 3 sets. Usually there are 3 sets, and they are usually at 60 degrees to each other. Yeah.
Okay,
So now
I want to show you, this is a star.
that is not clear.
That's not very clear, yeah. So, different quality of stars. We're going to show you the 12-ray star soon. This is like a inky blue, inky purple.
Inky
Star.
purple.
Very unusual color. So nice. Star is
Commercial
okay.
quality.
Commercial quality.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And
Did you show the purple one?
this one?
No, the small purple
Oh yeah,
one.
this is nice. This star is very nice. See that? Oh,
Oops. The dome is flat, but you can
but the star is very sharp.
see a sharp star. Do you want to click?
See?
Yeah.
Very sharp star.
Yeah. Nice.
So this is a purple star sapphire.
Mm.
Okay, last but not least, we want to show you some 12-ray stars.
No.
Oh no.
More than that.
Oh no.
We have the double star first.
Okay, let's show them.
We have 3 pieces of double stars, which is 2 of them are mine, 1 is his. Okay, so why we differentiate so much? Because we pay the money. Just kidding. Okay, you want to show which one first?
Show this one.
Okay, this one is very interesting. It's got very flat dome.
This is a black, almost very dark
Yeah,
blue.
switch off the white.
Yeah, I want to show them
Okay.
how it looks like first.
I see.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, ta-da!
Maybe I give you.
Yeah, give me one light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a flat. So one thing about star is a very good conversation piece, and you can hide secrets from people. When they look at your ring, they don't really know it's a star until you show them. So,
I'm not quite sure if that's a good thing though.
well, at least you have something to talk about. Like, hey man, you know something? I have a secret to tell you.
Check this out.
Well,
check
then,
this
then,
out.
then you shine, you put it there, and then people say, so okay, my friends, you look at this. This is not an ordinary stone.
Yes.
This stone has some power. Okay, let's see.
Gem, we call it gem. We find treasures. Treasures is one
So-
of the pride of my life. I mean, you cannot have the light too near.
So,
Okay.
see. Okay, now let me focus. See the double star?
Cool.
See, one on the left, one on the right. See?
Cool.
So actually, it's 2 crystals growing
Side by side.
side by side.
Yeah, you see the star, the
Let's go zoom in a bit more.
okay, hang on. Let me just try and hold it and then use my cursor to show them. Cool. This one star here and another one over here. Just move a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is just a reflection of the torch. Oh, there. Ooh, cool. Look at that. You just tilt to the right a bit. Yes. Here is
Fine.
one,
Very still.
and here is
Not to
another one.
move.
Actually, it's very good already, because normally when I do live demonstration, a lot of people tell me, oh, I want you know, physical hands-on learning. But you know, with physical hands-on learning, I cannot show this so clearly and so easily.
Yeah, you
With the
see,
camera, I can zoom in and you can see the two stars side by side so clearly.
you're seeing our perspective directly, so I don't have to explain it.
Yeah, correct. Of course, with some hands-on is good, especially using equipment and all that. But observing gemstone is really with our eyes. Look at that. This is one. It's actually like two crystal growing together.
Yeah.
Like this. So if you're on Facebook, if you like this gem, give us a thumbs up, you know, or put a comment. I love double stars.
Yeah.
You know, something like this. Give us a
Double
comment.
stars.
I love double star. I love this. You know, I can spend my whole day looking at this and playing
You're right,
around
see?
with the star.
Dancing stars.
Okay.
Okay, let's show them the.
So if you
Another
like
one?
this, comment I love double star. Okay, next
I
one.
love double star.
Next one. Next one. Which one you show?
The other
show
double
mine
star.
first lah.
Yeah,
Show
yours
mine
lah.
first.
You have all the beautiful stones.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, you want?
see this one? This has actually, you can see
Instead of side by side, it's like top bottom.
top and bottom.
Yeah.
I may turn it around like this. You see, it's parallel to each other.
Yes, you can see one over here and another one over there. Yeah, yeah.
It's quite
It's like
confusing.
it's yeah.
Try to find the spiders. You know the six.
Okay,
There's one
this
here.
is the reflection on the surface. Okay, this is not the star. This is just light reflection. You move your stone. Ah, yes, very good. Ah, there you go. You can see a double. Yeah, double. Yeah. Okay, you tilt to the left. It's clear. Tilt to the left. Down. You see the double.
Oh yeah,
Double.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. If you're on Facebook, comment I love double stars. Okay.
Double star.
I would comment because I love double stars.
Yeah,
It's
me
so
too.
cool. You know, my eyes, I have eyes that are so sharp
She
to
spotted
spot.
all this stuff.
Yeah. And
Maybe-
I'm so happy.
Maybe it's a
I love
woman superpower.
it. See, check out double star. Yeah. Cool. I love double stars. That's right. Okay, next one.
Last.
No,
No.
second last. Okay, this one is his stone, but I spotted the double star.
Okay lah.
I must try and get some credit lah, huh?
You have the credit. Okay, shine.
Okay, wait, I'm trying to find. There
See?
you go. So
It's like side by side.
yes, up, top, bottom like this. His double star is nicer than my second double star, but it's okay.
You see, like you can see double star.
Yeah. It's not because I know that, you know, whoever is in our webinar here is not drunk or whatever, you know. Yeah, so this is a nice one with the double star, one over here. Maybe you use this, your finger very fat.
Yeah. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Give me.
Hope you guys are still enjoying yourself.
Yep. Please shine here.
I'm trying. Okay, oh,
there.
look at that. Ah, so good. Not focus leh. Try and focus. Okay, I want to use my cursor to show everyone.
Whoa.
Oops. Okay, how come like this? Can you adjust? You adjust easier than I adjust like.
Can I hold it?
Okay, you hold because my hand tired already. Okay,
Let me zoom in a
Zoom,
bit
zoom.
more.
yes. There you go, double star. One here and one here. Okay, this is the main reflection. There is one star and another star. Usually they're not so sharp like what Andrew mentioned. But if you see it, you see it. You know, so it's quite exciting.
So those of you who have star sapphires at home, go and scrutinize them.
Scrutinize.
Yeah, use your iPad or device as your eyes, because that way you can really zoom in and scrutinize your star stone. Maybe, who knows, it's a double star or it's a 12-ray star.
Yeah. If not, you can borrow my eyes. I can help you to spot. Just recently, Kunming saw some stone, and we were just checking and all that, and the dealer was offered a price, and he said, "Oh, so expensive," and all that. I said, "Oh, really? So expensive?" I took the stone. I said, "Oh, it's a special stone,
Yeah.
special star. You know, not a normal star, not just a normal black star. It was a star with." Sorry about that. It was a 12-ray star.
Yeah.
Right, I spotted the 12-ray star, and truly, the second set is not so easy to spot.
Yeah, it was like at the corner.
Yeah, you can borrow my eyes if you want to. Okay, so now having said that,
Let's show them
you're
our
enjoying the
12-ray.
double star, right? Okay, thank you very much. I think we have some comments here on Facebook. Sook Ching says, "Very nice double star." Thank you very much.
Okay, so now we show you
Can I have the?
now
Okay.
the 12-ray star. Are you ready? Can
Yes.
everyone show us some excitement?
Okay, drum roll.
Drum roll.
Okay. Don't be too disappointed if the 12-ray star is too small.
It's
because
very small.
not-
It's very,
not that
very
big.
small.
It's really
It's like
quite
small.
small. It's like
Cannot see, is
you
it?
cannot see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I try.
I don't know how you spotted it, Huiying, but it's really small. It's like I think
Check this out. It's pretty small. It's not that
I
big.
think 1 carat or half carat.
No, it's flat. You know, it's very
Oh,
flat. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. So
Bring it on.
okay. Okay, you got to adjust the
Not
thing.
focus.
Yeah. What happened to my light?
Don't know.
Don't have not enough battery.
Looks like it.
Suddenly.
Disco. Okay, hold it. Can you see the 12-ray? Is it zoom in already now? Is it fully zoomed
Wait,
out?
I go and get more batteries.
Wait. You don't move. Oh, stop there.
I'm not stopping, it's the light.
Yeah. See,
It's
12
the
ray.
light.
Everybody quickly count. Count already. You see 12. You.
Angel, can you help me to
comment
get batteries? The double A batteries
Activate our kids.
in the cupboard.
Andrew, can you see the 12 ray? Can you see 12?
Yes.
Oh, this one
Sorry,
create
guys.
excitement.
I just changed the
torch
battery.
light.
But then,
You shake. Yeah, maybe the connection not so good.
no, it's no battery.
Then it works now. Okay, put it a bit back, a bit far. Ah, yes. Okay, everybody,
see
can
the
you
12
try?
ray?
Can you count all our participants here? You can count the number of rays. Okay, you count already. Then you type in the chat. Let me just
Don't need.
enable the chat for everyone. Okay, type in the chat and say 12. If you have counted 12, you can count 12. I'll try and focus again.
Okay, just put it beside me.
Thank you, Angel. Okay. See, this kind of thing is really something that we can, just enjoy
See the
for
12
a
rays.
long time.
Hey,
Yeah, it's there. Okay.
yeah,
See the 12 rays?
nice, right?
Yeah.
I like it too. I wish I can buy a. Oh yeah, we have already.
You have to move away from the square so people can see. Move away from the yes, 12. Yes, that's right. It's a bit not so sharp because we zoomed in all the way, but there are 12 here.
See,
Cool.
isn't that wonderful?
Yes, of
So,
course, wonderful.
Wanted to show you the new piece, but it's in the cutter.
Yeah,
they are
it's
polishing the
going through
sides.
some touch up.
Yeah. Some.
Yeah. Some.
So maybe we'll post it on our Facebook.
Yeah. So if
when
you
it's
like
done.
this 12 ray star, comment.
I
Okay.
like 12 ray star.
Yeah, I want more. No. Not so easy to find.
Yeah, very rare.
Oh, yo, it's like but anyway, if you have rose quartz
Crystal ball.
crystal ball, you might be able to see 12 ray star because we have a couple of pieces. A lot of them they have stars, and we have one really big one that shows 12 ray stars.
Yeah.
But we don't have it. We didn't bring it here today. So once our museum open, if I remember to bring it to the museum, I'll
We'll post it up on the Facebook.
Yes, we'll post it up on the Facebook. Cool.
Yeah.
This, I love it. Can I just take a quick picture?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so
Okay.
if you want to do a screenshot, please do a screenshot. Screenshot already, you want to put in your IG, put in your Facebook, wherever you want to do.
Yeah.
Remember to tag us, okay? Remember to tag us.
Yeah. Put it on your background, then who knows, one day you're able to find one.
Yes. So this is how 12 ray star looks like. This is
Yeah.
really cool. I really like it.
So nice, huh?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Okay.
Okay, so I think.
See any
wait,
questions?
chats.
Let's cancel
Nice,
the.
nice, nice. Everyone say nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So you want to stop the share?
Yes, I can stop the share. You want to switch on the light? Okay. So, does anybody have any questions or any question? Looks like no question.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guraf, any question? Guraf always got good questions. Waiting for your good question. Great sharing. Love it all. Thanks it. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you to you too. Some of you follow us out of 12 sessions. You have at least 75% attendance really.
Wow, amazing. From before post what? Pre-circuit, no, from circuit breaker to post-circuit breaker to post-circuit breaker.
Yeah. So, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us for so many sessions.
Yes.
Yeah, we do hope that you will miss us, but not to worry, we're still around. You join us and interact with us on our Facebook, on our Instagram, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So if that's all, thank you very much.
If you have any photos of your gems that you want to share, right, just feel free to, I don't know, share it on your Instagram or something, and then
Tag
post a
us.
story and tag us, and then we will see, wow, so beautiful, and things like this. Okay, so thank you very much once again. Andrew, do you have anything you want to say? Thank you, Therese. Thank you, Maria. Andrew, nothing to say.
Do you have anything to say?
Just many thanks to all the participants. That's all.
Yeah, I feel a bit nostalgic, It's like, wow, looking back, we learned about Andrew and his girlfriend and
And his,
and his love for greens.
Yeah.
And our dog and our cat, our
Yeah.
dog that started off our very first Zoom session, and our cat that came in as a guest,
On the
guest
Cat's
eye
episode.
yeah. Okay, so thank you very much. If you got any questions, once again, feel free to let us know, right?
Okay.
YouTube, comments, and things like that. Okay,
See you real soon.
have
Bye.
a great weekend.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.